Friend, my brother, Comrade Chris Isiguzo, the representative of the President of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, media executives and heads of various media organizations, editors and senior journalists. And on today's occasion, let me also recognize the representative of the President or Chairman of the INEC Press Corps. The newly elected Vice President of the Corps is here. So just like INEC is a democratic organization, our Press Corps is also a democratic organization. National Commissioners of INEC, the Acting Secretary to the Commission, and I want to emphasize that we have an Acting Secretary because the Secretary is only temporarily absent. She's away on a short leave. She is returning hopefully next week. So no headline that there is an Acting Secretary in INEC. There is no new secretary. Is acting for Rose Oriaron Antoni, who is temporarily absent. Other senior officials of the Commission, and I won't forget the members of the INEC Press Corps, ladies and gentlemen. As always, it's my pleasure to welcome you to our third regular quarterly consultative meeting for this year. You may recall that our first meeting for the year was held on Thursday, 21st March 2024, while the second took place 2 months ago on Wednesday, 15th May 2024. You may also recall that the last meeting focused mainly on the forthcoming Edo and Ondo governorship elections. Today, we will focus on the same elections, but we'll give you further update on the by-elections that occurred since our last meeting 2 months ago. It is now exactly 51 days to the Edo State governorship election, coming up on Saturday, 21st September 2024. Our preparations are going on in earnest. I'm glad to report that we have recovered from the torrential rainfall that resulted in the severe flooding of our state headquarters in Benin City 2 months ago. The damage to the physical infrastructure, as well as movable and immovable facilities, are being fixed, replaced, or some of them have already been replaced. We have delivered additional bimodal voter accreditation system, the BVAS machines, to Edo State for the training of election officials, as well as contingency for election day support. We have once again published the final list of candidates in compliance with the recent court order mandating the Commission to replace the running mate to the candidate of the Labour Party. The amended list is already on our website. Following the conclusion of the continuous voter registration, the CVR, the display of the register for claims and objections by citizens, and further data cleanup using the automated biometric identification system, the ABIS, the final registers for the forthcoming governorship elections are being finalized. Before the end of this week, the Commission will publish the final figures of new voters in the 2 states, as well as their distribution by gender, age, occupation, and disability. Thereafter, the timetable for the collection of uncollected permanent voters' cards, the PVCs, from previous registration and new registrants from the latest CVR will be published. Based on the information provided by the Commission, we look forward to a partnership in encouraging citizens to collect their PVCs. As the Edo State governorship election approaches, I wish to remind media organizations that the portal for media accreditation is still open. As at 2 minutes after 8 this morning, 24 media organizations representing print, radio, television, and online have uploaded details of 227 personnel for the election. I urge you to expedite action by ensuring that all interested media organizations submit their applications before the deadline of Thursday, 5th September 2024. There is an interactive portal on which media organizations apply for accreditation and upload the personnel that they would like the commission to accredit for the election. It's entirely an interaction between the media organizations and the machine. And on the 5th, at exactly midnight, the portal will automatically shut down. So I urge you to please upload the details on the portal. You already have the web address. By doing so, you will enable the Commission to produce and deliver the accreditation tags for your reporters, camera operators, technical and other support staff in good time for the election. Campaign by political parties and candidates is in full swing in both Edo and Ondo states. The Commission finds the recent event in Edo State, resulting in the death of a security personnel, worrisome. Happily, there has been no incident known to the Commission since then. Nevertheless, the Commission will meet with the security agencies as early as Friday this week under the auspices of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security. I want to assure you that security in Edo and Ondo states will be a major issue for discussion at the meeting. We are as concerned about the safety of your personnel and equipment, just as we are about the security of our own officials, observers, service providers, and above all, the voters. We will also work with the security agencies to ensure that accredited journalists are granted unimpeded access to all voting and collation locations. At the same time, I wish to remind you of your obligation as journalists to report factually and accurately about the election and electoral activities in compliance with the ethics of your noble profession. You should continue to be a bulwark against fake news, misinformation, and disinformation. I urge you to fully comply with the Nigerian Media Code of Election Coverage. And similarly, you are required to comply with the INEC guidelines for media accreditation available on our website. Turning to the issue of by-elections, you may recall that at our last meeting, the Commission informed you about the existence of vacancies in 4 states, involving 3 state constituencies and 1 federal constituency. Since then, 2 more vacancies have been declared by the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives following the death of members representing Ibadan North Federal Constituency of Oyo State and the Chikun Kajuru Federal Constituency of Kaduna State. The Commission will soon announce the dates for the by-elections. So on this note, I once again welcome you to this meeting and thank you and God.
It is with great honor and deep sense of responsibility that I, on behalf of the galaxy of media professionals that are here, address this meeting. The INEC, as we clearly know, has consistently demonstrated its commitment to transparency and accountability through these quarterly consultative meetings with the media. The Honorable Chairman, while opening this meeting, gave us the dates that previous meetings were held. one in March, which was the first, another in May, 15th, and of course the third one taking place today. This tradition, sustained by the Commission, like I always say, attests to the vital role of the media in the democratic process. The importance of engaging with the media, especially in the context of elections, cannot be overemphasized. The media serves as the bridge between the Electoral Commission and the citizens, ensuring that accurate information is disseminated, electoral processes are transparent, and voices of the people are heard. This synergy between INEC and the media is crucial as we approach the off-season gubernatorial elections in Edo and Ondo states. This meeting is particularly important because the Commission will avail us with updates, further updates actually, on its preparations for these critical elections. We are also excited to receive the news that the Commission has recovered from the temporary setback experienced in Edo State following the rains. I also want to appeal to our colleagues who are interested in being part of the elections by way of coverage to, without further delay, we all listen to the Honorable Chairman, to without delay upload our details on the portal in order to ensure that the accreditation tags are produced in good time for the election. The transparency and efficiency with which elections are conducted directly influence the public's confidence in our democratic processes. I am confident that INEC is leaving no stone unturned to ensure that these elections are free, fair, and credible. The role of the media in this process is indispensable. As watchdogs of the society, we have the duty to report accurately and objectively, to educate the electorate, and to provide a platform for diverse voices and opinions. Our collaboration with INEC remains very essential in achieving these goals. We also want to use this opportunity to appeal to the security agencies. I'm glad that the Honorable Chairman has informed us that he would also be meeting with them. And this appeal becomes very necessary so that the same support we are enjoying from INEC would be extracted from the security operatives so that such issues that revolve around the incessant harassments, intimidations of journalists on election duties would become a thing of the past. Honorable Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to also take this opportunity to weigh in on the significant recent development. The Supreme Court judgment which granted full autonomy to local government administrations. This landmark ruling is a major stride towards strengthening our democracy at the grassroots level. Local governments are the closest tier of government to the people, and their autonomy is crucial for effective governance and development. However, for this autonomy to be truly conclusive and impactful, there is a need for constitutional amendments by the National Assembly. Specifically, the relevant sections of the Constitution should be amended to empower INEC to conduct elections for local governments across the country. Currently, INEC enjoys constitutional authority to conduct national and subnational elections. Extending this authority to include the third tier of government will ensure uniformity, credibility, and efficiency in the electoral process. In light of this, the proposal to create an independent local government electoral commission is, in my view, unnecessary. Establishing a separate body for local government elections could lead to redundancy, increased bureaucracy, and potential conflicts of interest. Instead, leveraging INEC's established framework, experience, and resources would be more efficient and effective approach to managing local government elections in Nigeria. Finally, I wish to once more commend INEC and indeed the chairman for sustaining this quarterly ritual of engaging with the media and maintaining the transparency of our electoral processes. As the NUJ president, I reaffirm our commitment to supporting INEC in its mission to uphold the integrity of elections in Nigeria. Together, we can foster a democratic environment that is open, accountable, and reflective of the will of the people. Thank you very much, and may God bless us all.